my fucking god, dude. Oh my god. You can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. I'm such a fucking idiot. I hate myself. I absolutely hate myself, man. It's... Fuck! 30 minutes of sitting here recording and I have nothing to show for it. And that was a fire reaction. I'm not even trying to, like, over-exaggerate or, you know, boast or anything like that. I genuinely think the reaction was dope because the episode was fucking dope, right? And I have nothing to show for it. You guys have no reaction to watch. I feel like shit, man. I feel bad. I feel like I let you guys down. I let myself down because I literally wasted 30 minutes sitting here recording with no fucking audio. You know what's crazy? Is that when I opened up my recording software to do the reaction in the first place, it was bugging out on me and it was weird. And so I reset the thing, and I didn't actually check to make sure my mic was oh my... Steins Gate fucking 0 episode 4, alright? It's like, I don't even know what to do, right? Because I don't have my raw thoughts on or what I said at all, because it didn't record on my end either. Like, the video recorded fine, there was no audio. I uploaded it, and people had to tell me there was no audio, man. That's some... This is probably, like, top 5 most embarrassing, most stupid, unnecessary mistakes I've ever made on my time on YouTube, dude. Straight up. Straight up. But whatever, the episode was godly, okay? The episode was fucking godly. The Kagari great... You know what? I'm gonna try and tone it down. I'm trying to relax. I'm upset right now. I'm upset right now because I wasted fucking time. The episode was so goddamn good. I recorded a reaction that I was really fucking happy with, and you guys don't get to see it, man. That sucks. That fucking sucks. But anyway, I'm just gonna, like, try and go through and rehash my thoughts, and, you know what I'm saying, and do it quickly, because I don't really want to go... I really just don't even feel like recording this video, dude, but I'm doing it because it's not fair. It's not fair to you guys to have tease you with a potential reaction and then not have anything to show for it. So I'm going to try and do that. First of all, I started the reaction with my normal rants, before we even get into the discussion of the episode, right? I was talking about the series in general, and where we are with Zero, and how fucking on point it's been. And we've barely scratched the surface, right? Like, I came here, I'm wearing all black, right? And I will continue to wear all black for the remainder of the Steins Gate 0 run. Every time that it's on, it's all black. You know why? Because of the somber, heart-wrenching motherfucking air of this series, dude. And you know what's twisted about it, dude? You know what's twisted about it? And I said this before, I'll say it again. I already got my metaphor picked out because I already came up with it, but... It's the fact that I get hyped for this shit. Like, I crave it. It excites me. You know what I'm saying? It's the primary reason why the original and why the visual novel is in my top 10 of all time. It's why I'm so in love with this. It's why I love things like Re:Zero, Tokyo Ghoul, Berserk, etc., etc. I thrive on this despair and tragedy, dude. It's kind of twisted. It's kind of messed up, but it is what it is, right? Like, it's undeniable, dude. Now, the example I used during the reaction that doesn't fucking exist anymore. I'll stop. That's the last time I'm gonna mention it. Actually, I'm probably gonna mention it just because I'm gonna try and rehash what I said during that reaction. But the example that I was gonna give was, it's like when you're going in on some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? And you know you're gonna get a fucking brain freeze if you go in too quickly. And you just devour the shit, but you do it anyway. Why? Because it's fucking delicious. And that's how I feel about series of this nature, dude. And we barely scratched the surface. Like, these episodes have been phenomenal just in terms of, you know, being a Steins Gate fanboy. Just seeing the characters in the world that I love. Once again, it's been this nice tempered dynamic, right? Between the more emotional, jarring, and tragic elements, and just the fun, fan-servicey comedy. And I like that blend. I like that back and forth. They've been handling the tone shift incredibly well. I think everything across the board formally has just been fantastic. But I feel like that's about to die down, and this episode proved that to me. Those are my thoughts going into this episode. and this episode proves that to me. All right, so let's just go like kind of scene by scene. I'm just gonna try and I had my reaction pulled up, and I was gonna go and I was gonna try and go through it, right, and see if I could like remember what I was saying, but that's fucking ridiculous. I'm just gonna go through the episode real quick and see if I can espouse my thoughts. Let me turn down the volume. All right. The opening scene shook me, right? The opening scene shook me because I was still thinking we were coming straight off the scene with Okarin and MAHO, right? Then to see all of this, which is clearly, I mean, in the moment, I'm thinking, what is this? It can't be just a mere dream. Is he recalling something? Is this some sort of glimpse at future events within this timeline? And for him to act this and come to terms with the fact that this is a demonstration and a showing of reading Steiner, which again, I want to reiterate the MAYUSHI theories and the fact that I think they're going to go the same route as Deja Vu with that, but that's neither here nor there. I was like, yes, because that scene was so visceral, so palpable, that had to be there. Nope, the motherfucking man that he has the conversation with, too, before he picks up the phone and wakes up, and then it cuts back to the rooftop scene with MAHO, right? Absolutely a clear divergence in the world line. And this motherfucker, coupled with that last scene with the Alexis shade, right? And the fact that, well, I'll talk about that later. Let me just go through this. All I'll say is the Alexis shade is getting stronger. The Alexis shade is getting stronger. That's all I'll say. But that opening scene was perfection. I remember talking a little bit about my feelings on the opening. Nothing really new or substantial that I need to talk about. His reaction when he runs back in the party. I feel bad because on the one hand, you can't fault Okarin, right? He's over with from the PTSD to this everything that's going on with Amadeus Kurisu and everything in between. It's fucking too much. There's no way you can expect this man to not crack. But I feel bad for especially Mayushi after witnessing that scene last week, despite the fact that I feel like even now the tells are there. That plot point with the reading Steiner is starting to develop, but I'm just like, yo, you gotta try harder to put on a brave face, but it's only gonna get worse, man. It's only gonna get worse. I died with the dress scene, dude, and the dialogue with Amadeus Kurisu. It was perfection. I was laughing my ass off, especially when Alexis comes in there. He's like, yo, Nintendo, like, what'd you get? I was like, this man with this little Crayola box set talking about it was so friendly. Or no, he was like, you two are so friendly right now, referring to Amadeus Kurisu and espousing his goals for, wanting the end game of the Amadeus system to experience love and showcase that emotion, which, based on what it's rooted in, the very fact that, it is Kurisu's brainchild originally, I genuinely see that potential for the AI, but it's kind of wild, and it just kind of destabilizes me even more, because I'm caught in between in this volatile place of, like, that's my goddess, but it's not my goddess, but it is my goddess, but it's not my goddess, and that's the same way that Okarin fucking feels, but 10 times worse. And it's hard for him to kind of actualize and realize the delusion that he's starting to trap himself in with it, and it's only getting worse throughout this episode. So that scene was amazing. Weekly MAHO appreciation. I'm in love with her, okay? And you just get you really get a glimpse with that dialogue of her saying, I know nothing, I know blah blah, going on about Kurisu and trying to get some sort of perspective into the relationship he shared with that Okarin shared with her back in the day. You could tell where she's coming from. I love that kind of last shot where she's looking at the last. MAHO's just too pure, man. MAHO's just too pure. And an ounce of shade there, dude. All that shit lies with Alexis. Factually. I really like the scene with the girls outside, and they're like, let's hit the town. They're like, nah, there's people lurking out here at this time of night. I'm like, but you got my son Ruka out there. But Ruka couldn't scare a fly, dude. Ruka is absolutely a woman at heart. So, and nobody would believe, even if you encountered Ruka, dude, ain't nobody trying to do any sorts of, nefarious activities gonna be shook by Ruka, dude. They're gonna think that's just another girl. They might go after Ruka first anyway, but never mind. Let's move on, dude. I'm wasting too much time. The gift exchange with Suzu and daughter was amazing. This man's own daughter trying to set the man up. It's beautiful. But then I really like the fact that he's like, I can tell that something's off about you. You take one look into her eyes and you can feel it, dude. That was the fact that she bum rushed her own mother at the beginning of the party. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Suzuha was able to open up to him at least a little bit about Kagari, and this is where the episode gets real for me, dude. Aside from the little bit of comedy with Okarin's reaction to the fact that, you know, it's Mayushi's daughter, and he's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And then realizing that she's adopted and everything like that. The Kagari element is something I'm most intrigued about, aside from the fact that there's clearly, you know, a divergence going on right now, and we have to trace that. I mean, it could very well just be rooted in Kagari, although we have this stuff with Dr. Nakabashi and the Russian government and everything like that, and that research progressing, ultimately leading to the ultimate fate of the Beta line. So it could be rooted in that, could be somebody else that we've seen before, it could be CERN moving yet again, it could be rooted in Kagari. It's one of those things as far as that's concerned. But the Kagari stuff in general, just seeing that scene, the emotion in it, when Mayuri sends her back with Suzuha. I fucking love that scene. Again, like, playing off of the scene we got last episode too, reaffirming that shit with the Metalupa and that connection there. But when it gets crazy, oh yeah, then they show us the news broadcast. And the switch between that was so pointed and so quick when Okarin's literally, like, right before it switches to that, he's talking about somebody utilizing something similar to the phone microwave, to the email. And then we see that. So that's I wouldn't count as a red herring. I'd see it more so as just a pointed cinematographic choice to highlight that and put that, you know, back at the forefront of the viewer's mind. The next scene with Kurisu was adorable. I remember talking about if a detective existed in this world, some shit like, I don't know. It's lost me now. See, half the comments that I just say off the cuff, I can't fucking remember, dude. So I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, hash out my thoughts on the episode right now with you guys, which it's an interesting video. I'll say that. I feel like it's an interesting video, but it's not as good as the reaction was, man. Because the flashback with the John Titor days, dude. The John Titor days. As soon as I saw the IBN and I saw what was going on, I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy, right? But then Kagari hears the voice, which again, the silhouette there, mixed with the silhouette that we see in Okarin's little vision, it just seems very similar, dude. I'm just leaning towards the Alexis shades, you know what I'm saying? Especially with that man disappearing in the hallway on Okarin in that one scene. But who knows what the fuck is really going on here? All I know is it's due to the deviation in timeline that this shit is affecting Kagari. That's my initial thought process on it. But I'm gonna rewatch the episode for a third fucking time at this point and really hash out my theories on Kagari. Regardless, just the cinematography, the shots, especially the close-ups on her face, I thought that scene was fucking crazy, dude. That scene was fucking crazy. I can't wait to see her at this point in the timeline. Because you have to think about that, too. Suzuha jumped again. But if she had been lingering out here, that means that the divergence can't be that far, barring some sort of other alteration, which I guess realistically did happen in the fact that, you know, this isn't the Steins Gate title, this is the Beta timeline. But anyway, what else was in this episode? Oh, that scene with Fadis. I'm loving Fadis' looks, like those side glances when Ruka's like, oh no, it's okay, and you see Fadis kind of look over and smirk. Dude, that attention to detail. You can tell that she reads everybody around her so fucking well, dude. And the way they've handled just the subtleties of Steins Gate Zero thus far, it's been incredible to witness. But then Ruka talks about, you know, the family guest yet again. We have that scene where he catches a glimpse of Alexis in the hallway. And then daughter said, call me Papa, he actually had a great line until he fucked it up. I was like, daughter, who's progressing? I was like, oh, no, it's not happening. But that shit was hilarious. This man's calling in his quote-unquote specialist, which turns out to be motherfucking Shining Finger, dude. When I saw Moeka at the door, my reaction was kind of like Okarin's, but also just like kind of, because I was expecting, I knew it was coming, especially with the setup that they had with, you know, the kind of aversion with MAHO in terms of the visuals of the opening and everything like that. I'm curious to see how that dynamic plays out. I'm curious to see how my boy weathers this emotionally, because his physical, emotional, and mental state are all fucked up right now, dude. It's only getting worse with all of these elements compounding, dude. And the shit's looming, and the shit is fucking coming, and he needs to be. It's wild, dude. So this episode, realistically, like one or two great moments of comedy, intermixed with just shit really starting to go in, some really interesting things being set up, a lot of things coming to my mind, some confirmation for some of the theories I've had thus far, some new things that I really need to think on. But Kagari showing up at Ruka's house, which I'm 100% sure that's her, just based on the way they set it up, based on that little that photograph that we saw earlier in the episode. I'm pretty much 100% on that. But anyway, those are just my rambling thoughts as I scroll through the episode yet again and try and, you know, kind of give you guys some semblance of what I was talking about during this reaction. I'm sure there's a lot of little jokes and whatnot that I had going on that I just can't remember, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is just, it comes to me and then it goes away because I'm not that fucking funny, dude. But that's it, man. I just wanted to give you guys some sort of content for Steins Gate, some sort of discussion on it, so you could hear my thoughts. Because I thought if I just never uploaded that video and I had fucked up the recording and I hadn't uploaded it, I wouldn't be making this right now. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'd just be like, fuck it, I fucked up. I'm just gonna chill on this week's episode. But the fact that I uploaded it, told you guys to go fucking watch it, and then a bunch of you got there, was like, there's no fucking sound. That made me feel bad, dude. Because I didn't even realize it. That's literally one of the top 5 mistakes I've ever made. Making and uploading a piece of content on YouTube, dude. It was stupid. It was too fucking stupid. And you know, and the thing is too, I normally check my videos when I'm done recording, and if I render or whatever, I'll check the video to make sure everything's playing right and it's smooth. And I didn't hear any audio, but that's just because I had my headphones off of my head, right? And they were still plugged in, so I just assumed that I couldn't hear it because it was in the headphones. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm sorry. I apologize. I hope this video makes up for it. I hope you guys enjoy hearing my thoughts regardless. Next week, you know, we'll be back. It'll be back, and we'll go in with it that way. Still gonna call this a reaction of sorts, because it's a reaction to me failing to do a reaction. So, is it a reaction? I don't fucking know, man. What I could do. No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna delete that video, man. It's good, but like there's no sound, so you have no idea if it's good or not. There's nothing to follow. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to follow. So fuck it. I gotta delete that video. I'm gonna upload this in its place. My bad. I'll see you guys later. Smash that like button if you don't mind. You know, peace.